No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Maryland Terps. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. So Oregon's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Red pass, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
And the Ducks send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Looks it in at the 40. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Terrapins offense will go to work for the first time today. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Washington. Quick completion on the out. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
From the gun, give on the inside.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rushes on him. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Terps! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Moore will throw. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Ducks decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wants to return it. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the back. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Off play action on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Going to try to get it himself. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO because everybody was covered. He just takes off and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
Dropping back, it's Washington. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period, first down here. They'll try to find room outside on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he got loose. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity.
Turning it on! What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Going to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job.
Snag in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
And that kind of toughness is something you can't coach in quarterbacks. You either have it or you don't. Being able to deliver strikes like that for touchdowns when you know you are going to get absolutely popped, man, it is hard to find QBs like that. This offense has one.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. Back to throw, it's Washington. Caught. On the move at the 30. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Calls his own number. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And, RD, it's completely changed the game. Like, now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much.
Oh, he's got some space. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get that.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Here comes the heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Coleman. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. The pull and throw off the RPO. There he goes! Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Terrapins want to crank the tempo. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Zings it complete to the right. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Wideout trying to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Washington. Give him 6. Touchdown, Terrapins! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And that's the hard thing about defending this play. You got so much speed coming across the formation. They can get to the edges quickly, and you limit the damage. It's not a huge play, but they pick up a little chunk, and you put those together, and they can get you first downs.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to...
Unleashes one deep. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oregon.
Man, that's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, Create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Leaves it with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The offense changing the play. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires on the move. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Maryland! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that.
He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to
There he goes! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Terrapins come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Scanning the field, it's Washington. Snagged in the middle, it's Fleming. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job.
He'll take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Dropping back, it's Washington. Hauls it in. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. They're expecting to throw the football and have to make a play, but nobody's open. This is like Sandlot football. He just tucks the ball himself, and he goes and gets it. He knows where he is on the field. He knows.
Touchdown, Terps! Fired in from the red zone for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Moore to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Bell. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. That is no good. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities. Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the catch. It's White. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Terrapins will try to convert on 4th down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. The Terrapins will line it up on 1st and 10. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Got the first down. Looking for more. Touchdown, Maryland! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll breathe, and the ball is loose on the return.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Running through contact. Oh, look out on the right. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Terrapins want to pick up the tempo.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to them and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Finds his man. It's White. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Washington. Quarterback adapting. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Wants to throw again. Buys a little time. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
Back to pass on second down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
And the Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Now on second down. Moore will throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pulls it in. It's Perry.
Well, the defense needs one more stop. They did a nice job not giving up a first down that last one, but with the lead late like this, one more stop, and they're going to win this game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top. Here's a hit. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Going for the marker on the ground. And he goes out of bounds short of the marker. I don't think he got close.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Here on 3rd down for this offense.
Here we go, here we go.
More to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. This offense has it with really good field position.
Razor, tuna. Gorilla, hawk.
He'll start this drive going to the air. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Terrapins will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He rifles one deep down the middle. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. This time he's got his man. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. The Terrapins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. It's Washington. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! Fitted in the window for the score. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. The extra point is blocked. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.